Alright, so sorry for leading you on a wild goose chase, but this is the final iteration I was able to come up with. All computer issues, 3D printer issues, but hey, finally it's all resolved. I have one more day till I go back to school, but luckily I got it done. Alright, so 7 parts. This is the base of the clip. I printed it separately from the actual end block because of details. Obviously my FDM couldn't get the details, but if you had like a resin printer you could have these details. The ribbing comes through on the FDM, but if you want super details it won't show up here, but on the back of these fake bullet primer ends, butts, or whatever, the bullet, it'll say Winchester, and then this is like 308. So if you have a nice resin printer and you printed it like that, it would come up and actually say it. Other than that, you don't have to if you don't want to. These, I haven't come up with a name for them. I'm calling them the BB trough. This is the reserve. Inside you can see infill, so this video won't have the maximum amount of BBs, but they're taking up maybe half the distance. End block, obviously. The iteration I was trying to get down are these hooks that I've mentioned before. They hook on that lip right where my index is. And then these are your pushers. They're both different. You know, they go in just like that. And the wrong one won't go all the way down. So, hence, this is the wrong one. But I'm not going to push it all the way down right now. You want to make sure that these have pretty good quality, because they will be kind of hard to get out. Both of these are different. These do matter what order, because then the end block won't work. These don't really matter which hole goes in, but they are different. So real quick. How can you tell the difference between these two? It's how they fit in the end block. So you could see that there is a lip right here and a lip right here. And they press fit. And it took me a lot to get the tolerances on these right. They kept bowing out the end block, and you can tell because they'll fit in there nice and smooth. If you get them backwards, they'll start bowing the end block like a taco shell. And then this also has a specific way. You can tell when it all clips in. So this went in backwards. Now right there you didn't see it, but when it went in, those hooks on the side grabbed it. Once you actually clean up, I still have debris and my support game is not very good. You can really see how chewed up it is. Same on the bullets, same on the end block, and it's causing it to bow a little bit on the left side, which is this side. But other than that, it's not coming off. The other one I had to tape in and glue in, and this thing ain't coming out. Okay, now I'm gonna load it. So if you're printing like 80 of these, maybe gluing them in would be better. Loading them is a bit complicated. Let's say you glue it together like this in the same assembly that I just had. You load the BBs in here, and then you shake it so that they would get down into the reserve until it's full. But if you're not gluing them and your printing game is pretty good, you can load the BBs up like this and simply just put it on there. So I'm going to do that right now. I can't. I need 2 hands. Okay, so I just got it all loaded. So what I personally would do is load the reserve separately from the trough, and how I did that is I simply shoved BBs in here. The trough holds around 6 to 7 BBs, maybe 8. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it can hold roughly 7 BBs. So yeah, 6 to 7 BBs per trough. Each one of the I'm using brown BBs because it's good contrast on yellow. Each hole holds about 6 to 7 BBs. Right now they're only holding 3 each because of the supports I left in there and I didn't feel like digging out. Now how I would load this is that the BBs from the trough just won't fall. Okay, I would sandwich it, but for the sake of the video, I'm simply going to just dump them on here, and there we go. Okay, now, okay, cool. there we go. All right, so the BBs are in there, and all you do is, there you go.